Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And this is City Alpha 3. Hello and welcome to City Alpha 3, a Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party Network. I'm Darren Moser, joined as always by my fellow Strandees, forced to watch terrible episodes, or maybe not. I'm joined again with Philip and Daniel. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's been a little bit since we recorded, but Trek is still going strong, although nothing is out right now.
No, Trek is going very strong because we just recently had First Contact Day with oodles of announcements.
There were, and we had just done our episode about Cisco on First Contact, which was awesome. Go listen to that if you haven't yet. But yeah, what were some of the announcements, Daniel? What are you most excited about in this new age of Trek?
Oh, wow, good question.
On the spot, he's like none of it.
You brought it up, Dan. No, well, we saw a picture of. We know that. For Prodigy, we know that Janeway is going to be an emergency, training hologram. Yep. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so I read a blurb about this, and maybe you guys can confirm because I didn't really look into it much further. Mm-hmm. But it was these aliens. This all takes place in the Delta Quadrant.
Yes,
essentially. Okay.
Who knows
I didn't know.
The Federation.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
and they
why
so they come across a ship, like a module, and somehow. Okay, that's kind of cool. So it's kind of like that episode where Doctor was found in a and except for she's not being tried for the crimes of humanity. Well, hopefully not. But that's
it's
cool.
Kids Court. It's like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all are too young for that. They just have a Kids Court program on Nickelodeon. So.
That would be cool, though. I mean, that's an awesome way to do it, and then you can really play in that playground because you don't have to. It's not the Federation; it's a complete blank slate. You can tell whatever story you want,
but still
have.
Well, it's not a blank slate because the Voyager was there for 7 years, so there is some things you have to follow there. But it is pretty.
No, that's true. But I'm just saying,
it was also announced that this show takes place, I think, like 4 or 5 years after Endgame.
Okay.
So
Voyager came through, they maybe know of the ship, but it's definitely not been around for a while, and they find the emergency whatever and add it to their crew, and we'll see. Maybe, I'm sure ethics will be involved at some point, because they always are with the holograms.
Well, it's a kid's show, so, but yeah.
Yeah, and the letters, F, P, and C or whatever. I don't know how kid friendly we're focusing the show, but I guess we'll see.
Well, when in season 4 they're going to add a new girl. It'll be a Borg girl, just to shake things up.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's true. Well, and then we also had some more. Didn't we have some new shots of like Discovery? Yeah,
the trailer
season 4.
for Discovery. Yep.
New uniforms, guys.
Yeah. Looking pretty good.
I'm making fun, but I have no problem with I'm not one of those people. I have no problem with the new uniforms. But I'm like, you didn't even like the gray uniform lasted a day, and then like, no, we're going TOS again.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was just like,
although now they can just retcon, just go back into that last shot and digitally endgame them, where they just change it out, and then what is there? She was always wearing this. I forget. Do they tone down the 8 pieces of flare around the neck?
I
can't remember.
No, they're still there.
Yeah, just because it's the full color doesn't seem as out there.
Shockingly, it looks like I don't want to spoil anything. It looks like there is a universe-ending situation that Discovery will have to resolve.
Wow, that's a new direction to take the show.
Yeah, I wonder if there'll be one person who'd be able to solve the issue.
Maybe the captain or someone important. I guess we'll see.
Let's talk Picard. There's something maybe there. Q is apparently coming back, which is exciting. I've seen some little blips people have saying that they should de-age him for the first few moments, and then he'll kind of look at Picard's scruff and be like, I like it, and snaps and ages himself. And he's like, or maybe he just shows, this was it. Q shows up and he looks, like John Delancey does now, and Picard remarks on how he looks older, and he's like, "Oh, Picard, I don't look a day over infinity," or something fun like that.
Maybe coincidentally, Q also went through an adventure of his own, died, and was brought back with a robot body. Just coincidentally, maybe that's what happened.
He really wanted to be like Picard, so he just went through the whole thing.
I'm here for all of Q jokes about Picard being an android. Shall I call you Captain Tin Can? How does this work?
Now, since we're we have episode titles, guys, we need more Q puns. And if there's not a Q pun in that episode title, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Oh, this show's serious these days.
Well, I don't care if it's like,
I know.
You see episode 1, 2, 3, and then episode 4 is like, Recunion or something like that. And they're like, I'm like, I don't care that it gives it away. I don't care. I want my Q pun title. It's going to be Recunion, and it's everyone's going to love it.
And I suspect, this isn't a complaint. I suspect it's just, it's not going to be like an arc or anything. It'll probably just be like one appearance or two, which is fine. But
Picard's gonna give a massive face palm as soon as he shows up, and
they haven't teased.
Although, oh man, can we have like one of the other characters, like maybe Murder Lady or whatever, is like
sad. I know who you're talking about.
Still haven't forgotten.
Doctor Murder Lady. Excuse me,
yes, Doctor Murder Lady. No. I want her to give the same Tasha line of like, what's a Q? Like I thought that was a letter of the alphabet. Yes, obviously Starfleet knows that, but I want somebody to be so naive. Maybe it's one of the Rio holograms or something. But
another important piece of that Picard teaser, which some people were all aflutter about, was the fact that there was briefly shown an artifact from the Phase 9 episode, Reckoning.
Bajoran artifact.
Yeah, so we don't know.
Is
what
the
that
Cisco
means.
Returning?
There's no way. There's no possibility.
I don't know.
No way. But it does. It's interesting. The idea is like, what does that mean? Is
they're just going to Grand Moff Tarkin him and use like enough audio snippets from the 7 seasons to put a full sentence together? That'd be so wrong. No, don't do that.
Maybe they're getting.
Yes, it's all real.
Maybe they'll get Jake, and Serac will come back.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, why not? That'd be fun. But we'll see.
Jake 2, The Search for More Cisco. That'd be cool.
If you remember that episode, that's the episode where Jake and Kira go Super Saiyan and fight each other on the Promenade.
Man, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Is that the Muse one?
No.
Okay.
No, they're both.
No, that's Faces or something like that?
Yeah, because it's Jake is the Power Wraith and Kira is the Prophet, and they fight.
Okay, I just need to rewatch this episode because I'm drawing a big old blank.
Do you remember when in TNG when O'Brien and Ro and somebody else were taken over by
Power Play?
Space Ghosts?
Power Play.
It's kind of like, it's a little bit like that, but a little more
but also not like the time that Golden Cot was taken over by a Paw Wraith, because like it seems to happen a lot, guys. That's why I don't remember it, But that's true.
We also got some Lower Decks Season 2.
Yes, that trailer was cool. We get some Ambujitsu, the greatest form of martial arts ever.
I don't even know what that means.
But and it's gonna be interesting. I'm glad that they're running with Boimler being on the Titan, and it's like I don't want it to like snap back to the way it was, season 1. Like we don't need that. It's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be fun. And now I think they obviously know what works, so give us more of that.
I'll be interested who the new security officer is on the Cerritos.
Oh, that's right. Oh, baby bear.
Poor Jax? Ajax? Jax?
Yep.
It was Jax, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But, now I'm sad. But, that was a cool character.
So, we didn't get any news about Strange New World, so presumably that means not until next year, which is fine. We'll have enough to tide us over.
Well, I think someone was remarking like with enough shows, like we might get a solid year of Trek, like
no breaks,
which is awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna have to figure something out, guys, because otherwise we're gonna they're gonna force us to change the format of this show. We are not an episode review show, but now we are somehow because it's always coming out.
I am not a married podcaster. Now, and then of course we thought, okay, man, all these teasers, man, it's a lot to digest. That's enough Star Trek news for a month. And then what happens 4 days later? New Star Trek movie.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? And like no information. Just like, hey, by the way, guys, two years from now, there's going to be a new Star Trek movie. We don't know why. I guess
is there an anniversary 2 years from now that we're missing?
I don't
know.
This year.
So. Not really. Yeah.
We know it's Bad Robot, right? So it's JJ.
Yeah,
but I think that's all we know. Like literally, like nobody said, "Hey, this is the fourth Kelvin universe." Nothing. We don't know. It could.
I
be a
did see someone pointed out that if it is Kelvin universe, that it'll have been a longer time between Nemesis and 2009 as it has been between Star Trek Beyond and this fourth movie. Mm-hmm. So it's a bit of a gap, a bit of a dry spell of films.
Previously,
hopefully, maybe
Star Trek movies.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's wanted to try to do something, so maybe they'll do something interesting.
Let's just finally do the Academy, okay, guys? You all know you want the Academy. You always bring it up.
A small Academy movie, you know.
Just de-age William Shatner with all the tech.
90-year-old William Shatner.
All the tech.
Be 18 years old.
I was about to say, not to be morbid. I don't know if he'll be alive by the time this thing comes.
That's true. But, oh gosh, it's like Spock's always in the other room. It's like, no, guys, no. It can't.
He's on a shuttle.
Stop. There's not enough cast for left to do this. So,
well, I did see, again, I mean, internet always take it for nothing. But I saw some headline that was like, Zach Quinto wants to do another Star Trek movie.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, we all want to get paid. And he's also like...
I was going to say, I'm shocked you would want to work again in a film, Zach.
There's also and he's also with like a Spock TV series. Like I said, it's just the headline. I don't know. But I'm like, we have one already, Zach. Sorry. It's already, the role's been filled. Sorry. So.
Awkward. Yeah.
The same thing. Someone was like, oh, yeah, they could just use the Spock from the TV show. I'm like, they're not going to do that. Like, that's just, they obviously are not... They're keeping them separate. Although now we're all big one happy Paramount, so
I was
who
going to
knows?
say, maybe this will be the movie that, because for a long, long time there were rumors about them kind of...
Crisis on Infinite Spocks. We get some archive footage of Leonard. We get Zachary.
It's like the rumored Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, exactly like that. It's even, honestly, I am thinking this is a brilliant idea. You do archive footage for Leonard. You do Zachary, and then you have Ethan, and then animated. Got to find a way to get animated in there, and it's got to be the 60-foot version, of course, because oh man, that would be great. And just throw in the kids, like young Spock from 2009. Put him in there.
The one with Savick.
The bratty one from Discovery Flashback.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh man, and
guys, this is what it is.
And they're guys, even better. It's all like, no, not relics. God, what is it?
Unification.
No, it's the one with Worf in different parallels.
Yep.
It's all like parallels, but instead of that shuttle, it's Spock's shuttle, and they're all in Spock's shuttle. All the
like
Spocks.
The TMP uniform and
in all the shuttles. Yes, it's one shuttle that holds infinite Spocks and infinite combinations.
There's one from Galileo 7.
And I want this now. I want this so bad.
No, guys, what it is we can't figure out the Section 31 TV series. We're making it a movie. Section 31 movie, guys.
Oh, God.
The movie. Oh, gosh.
No, thanks.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, guys. I think I think we've moved on.
It's secret.
We've gotten like 3 different new TV shows since Section 31 was announced.
And Michelle Yeoh is, I think, just wanting to be off the show.
She's not even on it anymore.
Yeah,
like, there's no reason to delay it.
I think we're. Sorry, Ash. You stuck around in the present for no reason. Your show's not happening. Anyway, well, yes, that was good. That was fun to talk about new Trek coming and a lot of cool stuff from First Contact Day. But we're not talking about great things today. We are talking about another, is it that bad? Is it really that bad? And so as I move through different series, today is Deep Space Nine Day. I picked The Storyteller, which is Season 1, Episode 14. Basically, Yeah,
Darren,
I feel
for the rest of this podcast, please call me sir. Just
I'm going to call you Sarah. K Sarah, whatever will be. So actually, I had totally forgotten the. Okay, guys,
B-plot?
here's the question: which is the A plot and which is the B plot? Because they're kind of equally meh. So it's kind of hard to tell. Like, well, I guess actually, I kind of answered my own question. Obviously, the episode title is The Storyteller, so that's the A plot.
But does it really, the young lady, tell her own story?
Honestly, that's not. I had forgotten that plot. I had totally forgotten that B plot.
Which I don't think it was
not that it was bad. I just had forgotten it.
No,
because
I actually like that part. That part is really good. There's kind of like a B and a B and a half plot because the Jake and Nog stuff weaves into her storyline.
True. The shenanigans.
Yeah, but
the oatmeal.
That stuff. That was so dumb. But I liked her kind of, even if it was a little heavy-handed at times. Her plight was pretty interesting, at least.
Yeah.
It felt like, I mean, not to jump to conclusions at the beginning, but it felt like this is a fairly standard season 1 Star Trek episode. Like if you said, guess what season The Storyteller is in, I'd be like, that's a season 1 episode. Like there's still, I mean, I'd forgotten that this is the first time that they kind of pair up Miles and Julian. Mm-hmm. It's all got to start somewhere, and guess what, guys? This is where it starts. So if you're watching a best of
where did the bromance begin?
The journey of the bromance, then you got to start here. Sorry, guys, this is where it starts. Don't call him sir.
The bromance.
Call
pilot.
him, yeah. But I'd forgotten that there is that as well. So overall, Philip, The Storyteller, A plot, B plot. There's quite a bit going on. I'm not saying this is an outstanding episode, but again, is it that bad? That's what we're kind of trying to look at.
I'm trying to think how you would tier IER Star Trek episodes, because it's obviously not on the top, but it's not right. A big episode, so you can't really. I mean, a big episode is all usually going to be at the top, like a Best of Both Worlds or something like that.
Right.
So then it's the next tier. I don't know if we could do 5 tiers. I guess it's not a almost great. It's sort of a third tier. It's it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just a small stories. There's both 2 small stories,
right.
and so
2 small stories. I agree with that.
Yeah, but it got me thinking, and I like you said,
but it sets up stuff. It sets up a lot of. I mean, we see you wouldn't have great Nog Jake moments if you didn't see many episodes like this where they're having shenanigan moments. Not that each of those moments are going to be gems, but you get that kind of a relationship from seeing it more than necessarily seeing it great fewer times. Does that make sense?
It did make me think. This is sort of thing. What is the latest they've gone in any Star Trek series, seasons-wise, with a quote-unquote kids episode? Because I would think kids episodes... I mean,
this is a kids... Yeah, the B-plot is a kids episode.
Not the A-plot, of course, but the B-plot, focusing on kids. They tend to do it early in series, and then they're like, who cares about kids?
I mean it's obviously...
the kids get older, and we don't think of them as
That's
kids
true.
anymore.
Then they're not kids episodes anymore. They age out of the bracket.
In season 7 are about war and stuff. It's not
loss of legs.
It's not the same sort of stuff.
But war trauma. Is that the kids episode? That's
but
true.
It get me thinking. I mean, of course, that's the
Jake in his writing, shell shock behind the enemy lines.
But they do introduce new children. So I mean, there's no Molly. Never had an episode. I know she did. You didn't say what she did. No, she didn't have it as a kid. I mean, she grew up. There was the one where she went back in time and became an adult. But that's not her. That's the weird episode. There's never a Molly episode. I mean, because she got older. I mean, you could have and I'm trying to think, how late did Voyager go with a Naomi episode? I think maybe Haunting of Deck 12.
Well,
and then,
any of the Borg children. And by the way, I hear that
you brought in more
really happy-go-lucky for everybody involved.
Some of them found
those were later. I think those were later. Those were season 6, maybe 5 or 6.
I don't know.
Well, and it's hard because everything gets compared to Rascals, because Rascals is the penultimate. That's the wrong word, but it's as a kids episode, even though it's mostly adults reduced to children, but it's like that. It's so great. It's it's a great episode.
Because this kind of reminded me of. I know there's romance, but it's not heavy-handed. It's like the Dolphin, if you remember that TNG
Yes,
episode.
It's very much like the Dolphin.
But
it's kids romance. It's puppy love,
but she was older enough to realize what was going on, but still be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, and it's again, I like it. I like that part of it because it establishes a lot of Jake and Nog. And is it dumb, breaking into Odo's office to steal his bucket? And it's, is that a dumb prank? Is it funny? And they all have the party laugh at the end. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And Yodo.
You only Odo once.
Yodo. That's what you say when you see him across the
Yodo. And then he just looks over. He's like, and just walks away. He's not amused. But he smiles again in this episode. I think in Memory Alpha, it's like, this is the canon second time we see Odo smile. I'm like, geez, who keeps track of this?
By the way, it did fool me. It's just I haven't seen this in a while. When Nog got the bucket and then threw it and stuff spilled. For a second, I'm like, what the hell was in the bucket? And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fun
and then
talk about it.
It's very, Nogs will be Nogs is very much what this episode is. And then they got to clean his office, and.
But the more we talk about it, not that the storyteller part was bad, but I think the kids part is more nuanced than the storyteller.
Yeah.
The storyteller is
honestly,
if
the kid part had.
Before.
Yeah. I think if they'd put a little more into the. If they'd maybe, that's what's so hard is it's 55% A plot and 45% B plot. It's so close to middle that you could easily swap it. And the kid part was actually more interesting. Or, like you said, nuanced.
Well, for instance, this is my headcanon, and you guys can tell me whether you... So, the storyteller, the Sirah, when he's dying, or, because, you have to figure out what's the plan now that you've seen the episode, or if you already knew it going in.
Right.
He touches Bashir's soft baby hands, and is like, no, I need someone who's worked a day in his life. So he gets O'Brien, and he feels those rough workman hands, and like, that's the guy I'm picking. In other words, how did he know who the other guy was? He's like, all right, I'm going to fake one of these guys, but I don't want to...
Well, you get that line at the end where Bashir literally, it's
maybe
weak writing.
Maybe he was testing you.
Yes, I know. When you literally have to call it out, it's like, no, buddy. Yes, that's true. But when your character has to literally read off the script to make your episode work at the end, that's hard. But Daniel, what are your thoughts overall on this?
Tell us the story.
Well, see, it's I'm not going to say much different than I really like the Jake and Nog stuff, the Odo, the few times the Odo's in it. It's sweet. It's kind of it's very character building. Even most of the Bashir, O'Brien stuff is really good. Their interactions are fantastic. All the Sir stuff, even at the end, it's a cute little pin.
Do I annoy you, Chief? What? Oh, sorry, we're going through a plasma film. You're breaking up. And it's just, sorry, I just want to say the Chief's eye roll. He masters the eye roll. It's do I know you, Chief? And he's just no, sir. We're just that you're not covering too well there, Chief. But anyway.
Bashir egging him on when he's getting presents and all this stuff. It's really that stuff is really, the character stuff is, of course, and unsurprisingly for Deep Space Nine, it's really good stuff. I do think the storyteller story is really, really stupid. Really dumb, and it bothers me, and I feel like I'm being talked down to. And I think, long-time listeners will know I have no love for Bajor, and I think it starts in this episode, because these people are spacefaring people. They have technology. These people... Why do you live in this village, man? Oh my god, I hate everything about the setup. It makes Bajorans dumb. It makes them look like sheep. Why do they have to go through this every 5 years? This is so stupid. They're not in the Stone Age. They don't need to fight against...
No, I think it's every year.
For 5 days.
For 5 days.
That's right. That's
what
it was.
Though
I hate it.
My wife Jessica did had some questions when they said that. She's like, wait a minute. The guy's dying. What did they do yesterday? And then what were their plans for tomorrow? Because this was day 4.
Yeah.
Well, we know on day 2, the other guy tried to do it and failed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So day 3 must have been like, that's what wiped him out. And that's when they sent out we could just leave this village, but no, we'll call the station for the doctor?
It's very like...
Question mark?
Hey, Bridge, you better get down here.
But hang on.
That's all they say. It's not like and like okay, and they're like they get down there like the warp core is about to blow, and they're like you could have mentioned that in the communique.
But the important part for me is the Syrah initiates this situation.
Yes,
he instigates the fake creature,
the Dal'Rok,
to then manipulate the people to fearing it, to overcoming it.
Yes.
This is stupid. This is monumentally. This is monumentally stupid. I don't understand.
The common enemy idea has merit, but the fact that he has no control over it, it could literally kill you. It may be like you up the stakes a little much.
Yeah,
maybe
in a TOS situation or like a primitive culture situation, this works. You can do this. Star Trek has done this before, where there's a computer.
They use the same wide shot of the model of the village from Brothers, so it is a primitive place. They just always were.
That's funny.
Now, is the Dal'Rok like the Nothing? Is that what?
That totally feels like the Nothing, doesn't it?
It looks like yeah.
I mean, it's the late 90s. We know how to inject ink into water monster. I mean, we all know how that's made. But
the one thing we learn early on about the Dal'Rok is that it lives in the woods. Wait a minute. This is a
but
sky
comes
creature.
Out of the sky.
What is going on? I hate.
But the wood.
It's so stupid. It is so stupid.
Yeah. Well, I feel I think what it comes down to with that part of the story is the events are happening to the characters. Like they're almost along for the ride. Like Bashir. Like, okay, compare this to like the one where Bashir and O'Brien go and they're trying to cure what was that disease?
From the Ketracel White one?
No.
They did a few of them.
There's a few of them. That's true. I'm not thinking of the one where they try to.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the quickening.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't think O'Brien was there. I thought it was just Bashir. But
was it O'Brien? Oh no, you're right. That was just Bashir. I'm mixing it up with the one where they try to kill them because they don't want them to succeed in stopping with the holograms and all that. Anyway, but there are other episodes where we pair these two in off on their own situation, and it goes much better because, again, why have Bashir here at all? Like, Bashir had nothing to do.
Yep,
and even O'Brien... and O'Brien
my job is done.
Also had nothing to do. Like, it wasn't a mechanical issue and it wasn't a medical issue. It was a spiritual. Major Kira should have been on this mission. She was like, was she even in this episode?
No.
I don't think we even saw her.
She talked about.
At the beginning,
prepared
You're right.
Cisco for like the little girl and.
I love the preparation. Like 5 seconds before the.
We're not going to actually. Oh, by the way, she's 50 years old.
Yeah, the docking bay is about to open. Can you tell me something about these guys? No research. I like to go in cold.
Yeah. You seem shorter than I thought you'd be.
We're doing it live.
Yeah, well, at least he wasn't like, oh, you can bring the bags in over here. It's like, no, I am the dignitary you're meeting. So I think it's just, it's happening to those two, and they don't really have anything to do except for run along with the plot, and it could have been anybody.
It's not even like the story is so profound or interesting in that
they didn't have to memorize it or
there's
no book.
You just look around like the village.
They're like, Mary had a little lamb,
and there's
his fleece
Dal'Rok behind me.
But the village was strong.
I love that. I actually did like O'Brien's like attempts. He's like,
once upon a time there was a Dal'Rok.
He was failing, and it's just, I don't know. To me, it's just so like dumb. It's so dumb, and it doesn't paint like, oh, they're from a small village on the whatever, and it's like these people know. These people
was it in a province? It's always a province with Bajor.
There's like 40 people in the village.
maybe the Bajoran militia could show up and shoot the Dal'Rok.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no Bajoran doctors who could have done this, but anyway, maybe they're not. I know it's first season; they're still Cardassian. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Once upon a time, there was a Dal'Rok. It's now the episode title for sure. But, yeah, I mean that was funny. I mean, again, it's well acted, and you could see how, for Sadig and Colin, they did see that this is the beginning of a dynamic between their characters, and again, I don't begrudge these kinds of season 1 episodes because, again, without these, you don't develop the characters. Like, you can't just all have key moment episodes. You have to have the in-between episodes. Yeah. And these are the in-betweens, for sure. I mean, maybe you can do it with your 10-episode seasons in the far-off Star Trek future. It's so tightly written.
They don't do that well at that in those ones either.
No, they don't. But
no, I mean, I totally agree with you, Darren. I was thinking about it, too. It's like
episode 14. It's like -4 past the end of the season.
Also, I'm not here to culture shame, but that when you become Sarah, you just get, women, just thrown at you 4 at a time. Okay. I mean, that's I didn't know that was Bajoran culture.
I loved how Julia was just watching Miles squirm through, half this episode. But what were you saying, Daniel?
Oh, I don't remember. Who knows, man? Who knows at this point?
Yeah. Well, and again, so what about in the B plot? Barely a B plot, more of a B plot. I mean, you're establishing that Jake trusts his dad, which is a cool thing that they build upon.
Quit talking about your dad, man.
Killing the vibe.
Just because you have a terrible father at this point in the series, Nog, doesn't mean. And, I mean...
Yeah, by the way, I know that we haven't established Nog that much, or excuse me, Rom that much, but, I needed more of a reaction of, my dad's smart, too. I'm like... okay.
Is he, though? Yeah.
And I was also waiting for the follow-up. I mean... When Jake was she was like, my parents died, and Jake was like, yeah, my mom died by the Borg.
I know. I was thinking.
Rom,
wait, did we learn? I don't think we do. I don't think we ever.
My mom ran away because she hates us. But anyway.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that. That we didn't hear from Nog about where his mother is. But and obviously you can kind of see. I mean, they use 5 scenes to convey that she's going to make a deal when they really could use 3 scenes to do the same thing. They kind of stretch it out a bit. But, it was good. I mean, it makes me think of some other Trek episodes we've had where you've had an inexperienced leader and, the Starfleet person comes in and helps them kind of make the right decision. But, there also wasn't a lot to those characters. It wasn't super deep. We never see him again, and we never, that border dispute. Ooh,
Well, it would have been richer to learn a little bit more about the situation, just so when because I did Nog.
Or maybe the village that we visit in the A plot is the village that she's the leader of. Tie it together somehow, so at least we care.
But when Nog inserts his Ferengi wisdom, I'm like, oh, okay, okay, this is cool. Get the negotiation, teaching her how to do that. But then it's it would have been cool as an audience member to kind of work it out instead of just at the end. She's like, negotiation. You say at the end, it's yes, we're doing free trade. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm happy. It would have been cool if,
right.
There were all these, if they had introduced, 3 problems. We got, the river problem, and, something else, and something else, and then,
Or show it. Show them actually debating it at the table rather than just after the fact. Good. I'm glad we did that plan that you didn't see it happen.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I do think you guys are right. It's supposed to be surprising, at the end, that she kisses Nog on the cheek, and that his wisdom is the one that kind of wins out. But it feels a little shallow. There's one scene missing.
It's very dolphin. Very dolphin.
Yeah, but it's still good.
But,
I really do like that aspect of the episode. It does. The whole episode really does feel like kind of filler. It just feels like, okay, let's just throw something out there. But in Deep Space Nine, when you do this and you still push the characters forward, it's still fulfilling. It's still interesting. You're learning, you're growing. Something is moving.
It's not like, oh, you got to skip this episode on your rewatch because it's terrible. It's not terrible. It's just not like, it's not a best of both worlds for sure.
It would be like if you're not a fan of, right now I'm forgetting the name of the episode, of the Sherlock Holmes episode.
Oh,
Dad
right.
and Geordie, but it's Dad and Geordie playing together, and that's,
right.
their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if you don't like Pulaski and you want to skip that, but it's like good, but it adds to all their characters.
Fraud.
In that type
Fraud.
Of my biscuits, my crumpets. Well, we had some Star Trek actors who've been doing some double duty show up in this episode. So the Syrah, you might also have recognized.
Is this
from
the OG Syrah or Junior?
No,
Syrah?
the OG, just OG Syrah,
Okay.
was also the head space alien from the Nth Degree, like the giant float in front of the.
But that makes sense when you say
I
that.
didn't put it
Yeah.
together, but now that you say it, I can see it exactly.
just like
I thought you were about to say
And-
it was Troy McClure, who you may remember from such a
Well, then the other. I mean, there's more than just these two, but these are the ones that stand out to me the most.
The head
is
is
the
familiar.
yes, the head guy that like is
Magistrate.
like, no, you can't be the Syrah, but you can be the Syrah. He might remind you of a certain temporal investigation employee from Trials and Tribulations.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
By the way, there's no privacy in that village. I mean, like, hey, not to get too.
He walks by looking through the window. Oh my god!
Everybody looks in the window. Oh my god. Julian does it first, right? When they're in the
they
fight.
all do.
They're all like looking in the window, and he comes in. I'll help you, Chief. And then that guy comes in, looks like, what's
So is
going
this
on?
the same house that the Syrah and the four girls? Like, is this
I know that's what I was about to
happens?
say.
Like-
Not to get too whatever.
No wonder he had a heart attack at age 6.
Oh man, that's terrible. Actually, now it's making more sense of why this guy created the mystery forest creature that I saved you from.
This is a pretty stupid fairy tale. I don't have to use.
It's a sham.
Oh, you're just gonna. Okay, well, maybe we can continue.
Guys, it's time to tell you the truth. I feel that the village has come together enough that I can reveal that it's going to be 5 days that I'm going to be saving you from now instead of just the one day.
I guess we'll need an extra young lady throughout the rest of the year. But
oh man!
See now I want to see that scene when they finally get a woman Syrah and they bring in like the 4 studs. And then,
Yeah, it's like Angel 1 level studs, like.
Oh, they were short. Anyway.
But and I think I also read that some of the background extras, because there were a lot of Bajorans in this episode, had the kind of forehead Bajoran ridge that Ro had in OG.
I noticed
early.
that actually. I was like,
Oh God,
that's
is she
cool.
from this terrible village?
Well, can we? Well, I mean, if we did something similar to like they did in Picard, where they start to establish like the northern province looks like TOS Vulcans or Romulans, and then like I like that. Again, they could have done that in Discovery with the friggin' Klingons, but of course they didn't. But that's here to there. But
Those are South Central Klingons. You could.
oh jeez. But I liked again, the same thing, like the Syrah and the Magistrate, like they looked familiar, but I'm like, God, have I seen them in other roles? But yeah. So So overall, I'd say, is it that bad? No. Is there really a way to make it better? Maybe again, putting more into the other, like this shouldn't be the storyteller. It should be like the negotiation or the river or whatever you want to call it, and just I'd elevate that B plot more then tone down the A plot. I mean, because again, Nog and Jake, O'Brien and Bashir, like just because they're the adults, does that mean they get the A plot?
Legacies.
Like
you have the legacy of the monarch. Relation,
that's true.
Monarch, and you have the legacy of the. Anyway.
Now, there's a
true.
very easy way to make this episode much better for me. It's a
Don't go to Bajor.
Yeah, it's a Gamma Quadrant species. It's an M-class planet. Oh, we found
We need your help. We want to look good and help the and then you're like, it's a stupid tree sky monster. Like
But yeah,
because whatever. It doesn't. I'm just nitpicking. But
I'm just laughing. Another way to make it better would be like they scan it and it's showing as nothing, and then the villagers like violently react and they smash their tricorders because it's like sacrilege, and they're even more confused.
But I was thinking like, if it was the Gamma Quadrant, that probably makes it a little bit more sense that O'Brien goes. But I'm kind of with O'Brien. Like, you just want to do pilot service. I'm like chief of operations of the station. I mean,
he does have a good point. And you get the joke of like, is everything running? It's like, actually it is, like this old bucket of bolts, station. But
for now,
well,
he twists something off. Yeah,
Oh God, the pylons. The pylons are not.
Yeah, no. He's like, oh yeah, it's he like phasers the wall, like in that little like pit bay that he works in. Oh, sorry, boss, gotta fix that.
I hear a beep
somehow.
Beep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta.
It's like, oh, look, out the window is the wormhole opening. It's like, what? Oh, look, something overloaded. I guess I gotta fix it. It's like you're not fooling anybody.
The other thing too, like like this. This storyteller part feels kind of pointless because it seems like it's character development for someone we don't know or care about. Like, the whole thing is just, like, believe in yourself.
So maybe later,
dude.
If this was, like, a season 3 episode.
We're supposed to cheer for the guy who wanted to stab O'Brien. I mean, okay.
Yeah, it was such a quick
point.
It was such a quick turnaround. I was like, oh, my God, he's trying to kill O'Brien. Then
you took everything from me. What did I take? Like
he's like, you can. O'Brien immediately says, you can have it, dude.
Yeah.
I do not want this.
And then the magistrate's all like, no, you must wear the robes and do the thing. You are the Sarah. You are the word I just made up, not this other person.
It's just a stupid plot. I just don't like it.
Well, and I read that this was a spec script, actually, that came in TNG era, and they kept trying to see if it would work, and everybody just kept saying, no, like, we don't. And I can't see this as a TNG script at all.
Well, it's obviously
it barely works as a
Dolphin,
DS9.
so, anyway.
That's true. That's true. Wesley would be on that side, and then, well, actually, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know if the storyteller
Wesley
part
and Alexander
is the story.
are like hanging out in the cargo bay.
Oh God, no!
Hang on.
But looking at what? It's the cargo bay.
This actually this might be actually a really interesting idea. But like, what if we'd rewrite this episode in TNG with O'Brien and someone else?
Gosh, it's still O'Brien.
It's the same story.
What? And Crusher? Is
it would slightly annoy O'Brien. Well, probably Troy. She'd ask him a bunch of questions, and he'd be like, "No, it's not."
Is it like a cosmic string? Gosh, Troy, take the test,
ma'am. I mean,
he's always asking her dumb.
Yeah.
Or it could be Data. Data could annoy him.
Okay. Hey, if you want to rewrite the storyteller, Daniel, you just let us know, and we'll show it up.
There's got to be a hook. There's got to be something fun to do.
Yeah. But that's funny.
O'Brien. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Well,
or it could be season 1 O'Brien. And I'd have to think about it.
And season 1 Geordi, so everyone's in red for no reason. Well, and then, okay, here we go. We could, because this was actually fairly over budget because of all the sky creature special effects. If you're going to do in the forest monster, just have someone shake the trees and, keep the budget down. But I think that would have been funny if in Next Gen, with Wesley and Alexander, put them in the main shuttle bay, watching the ships go in and out. So you have to build this ginormous model set.
They're on one of like the blue things that killed Worf. The little.
Oh gosh,
they're just sitting on top.
The cargo container.
Worf's like, you move. Those things could kill a person.
There might be an idea there. We'd have to think about it.
Geordi's all like doing his workout of just pushing the containers. Because I do this without the repulsor. Like.
Alexander wants to steal his father's baldric.
Oh, jeez.
Who's the thing with they? Yeah. Anyways, that's to be interesting. We could do it.
Alexander's like, I want to steal Geordi's visor, and Wesley's like, no, that's an ass.
Oh, don't be a jerk.
No. And then he pretends to put it on, and then he's like, "I'm blind." Like he takes it off, and he pretends. No, but he takes it off again, and he pretends like it blinded him. And it's like, no, it's not funny, Alexander.
Yeah,
It's,
no. Don't steal.
That's why Alexander's the worst. We know.
doesn't fit over his. It doesn't fit over his ridges.
Sounds exactly like something Alexander would do. So
He
It
breaks
does.
it, and then he has to like glue it together with or do tape it
Oh my
together and
gosh.
leaves it.
No, they stick it in the replicator. Replicator, make new visor, and they're like, no,
Unable.
it's way too complex to this. And then heck, you could have the Syrah be the nth degree alien. Just keep it the same. You don't even have to change him.
they were a little more advanced than that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is, guys.
Barkley
and O'Brien.
Oh, O'Brien.
That would be fun. Yeah,
Because you'd have to call him sir, and it would still be you're like chief.
It's like, I'm calling you, sir. God, I need to go to officers training. This trip convinced me.
I think the problem there would be that Barkley and O'Brien would probably hit it off. Like they would both get along very well. They're both really into engineering.
No, but then you make.
Am I nervous around you?
I don't think he'd be nervous around Chief. I don't think he would.
No, make Barkley the Syrah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyways, there's plenty of opportunities, but
Yes.
we could write a terrible season 3.
Chief, what am I supposed to do with 4 women?
Yes.
I don't ask me, sir. I'm married. I don't.
Just pretend you're on the holodeck. And what would you do if you were on the holodeck? Just go with that. But okay. Well, I think overall I would vote. Is it that bad? No. Is it? It's a season 1 A plot B plot mix. But it has a lot of building that we do see pay off later, which I think is nice. I forget a lot of these early moments, in which you have to get through. You have to get through these growing pains of a show to get to the good stuff. What do you think, Philip, overall on the Storyteller?
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't not that bad. I'll just go straight to the heart of it. It was not that bad.
And what about you, Daniel? I mean, I feel like you're rewriting history as we speak, but
Yeah, no, I mean, generally it isn't that bad, but it's just that one aspect of the episode to me is just really tough to get past. So, like, every time
the Bajoran part of the episode.
And every time I think about it, I groan and I roll my eyes and I'm like, this is dumb. But it's definitely worth watching. There's stuff in it that's important, and also there's stuff in it that's just fun. So, and you get to see O'Brien in kind of a Hawaiian robe thing, yelling at a monster cloud.
He went to seminary for 3 days, and
Coat of many colors.
Yeah. So.
Gosh. But yeah, well, good thing Bashir was there to spell out the plot for plot purposes. But I could see on their way back to the station, they're like, "Let's never speak of this mission again. We just don't bring it up."
We didn't even mention that the whole thing is basically I guess, illusion based on profit.
Well, they said they had a shard of the orb of something, which means they broke an orb. Guys, we overlooked this fact. Someone broke an orb.
Kardashians said it.
Always blaming the Cardassians. But I think now it's a missed opportunity that, like, in season 5 or 6, when O'Brien's, like, annoying Bashir just needs to drop, like, and calling him Syrah for, like, the rest of the episode. Funny. That would be hilarious. Like, what? Okay, Syrah. He's like, I told you never to call me that. I'm not the Syrah. And then Keiko's like, what's the Syrah? And it's like, well,
Keiko about the 4. I mean,
whoa.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. Yeah, let's go play
These were not on the holodeck.
Fine, you wanted to be Horatio or whatever in this play, you can be it.
You can be
don't
Daniel.
tell Keiko about my... You can be Daniel Boone, I'll be...
Sam Austin, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Houston.
I don't know what games they play, but but it starts the beginnings of 2 good friendships in this episode, and we see Odo smile. What more is there?
Right.
Well, there's a lot more that we get later on, but as a season 1 episode, I think it works. All right, well, Daniel, if someone wanted to talk to you about your choice of tree/sky monsters, where would they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at OneUpDan. That's the number one, not the word. As in the Bajorans may not be the number one worst race in Star Trek, but they are pretty close.
And Philip, if someone wanted to talk to you about the river and it moved, it did.
Moving rivers. That's
it's a thing.
Yeah, I mean mostly that's Matt Smith's era of Doctor Who, but they can find me on Twitter at NC Public Servant.
That's good.
And if someone wanted to talk to me about my oatmeal de la Odo recipe,
bucket of
they
oatmeal.
can find a bucket of oatmeal, bucket of Odo meal.
Oh,
nice.
We'll serve it at Cisco's. They can find me on Twitter, Instagram under Dr. Sci-Fi, DRSCIFI. And I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gelfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
Stranded here in this village on City Alpha 3.